Justice shall be done. The light is my strength. I stand for the light. Is there danger? The light is my strength. A sound plan. Justice shall be done. I stand for the light. The light is my strength. I stand for the light. I'm here to help. Justice is coming. A sound plan. Betrayal of the light. Certainly, the light is my strength. Is there danger? A sound plan. Certainly, a sound plan. Of course, for honor. Certainly, a sound plan. Justice shall be done. Certainly, a sound plan. Certainly. Of course, the light is my strength. Justice shall be done. Our allied town is under siege. For honor, a sound plan. The light is my strength. For honor. Certainly. Of course, for honor. Bound. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Certainly. For my father. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. Justice shall be done. For honor. Certainly. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. For allies, hero has fallen. Of course. For honor. Bound. Betrayer of light. The light is my strength. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. I'm here to help. Is there danger? Of course. Certainly. I'm here to help. More gold is required. Is there danger? For honor. Of course. The light is my strength. Justice shall be done. I stand for the light. For honor. I'm here to help. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. Justice. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. I stand for the light. Feel my light. Of course. Here to help.
出来。
Light. Justice. Justice shall be done. The light. Our allied town is under siege. For honor. Of course. A sound plan. Justice shall be done. The light is my strength. I stand for the light. Of course. Betrayer of the light. Certainly. Bound. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Justice shall be done. I stand for the light. Betrayal of the light. A sound plan.
曹丕就是要当疯狗。
Here to help. For honor. Of course. Certainly. Bound. Feel my wrath. For honor. A sound
太早放第二招了。
Is there danger? For honor. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Justice shall be done. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. For my father. For Lord Orion. You are certainly. I stand under siege. Feel my a sound. I'm here to help. Is there danger? Light is my strength. Certainly. Of course. For honor. Justice shall. Light is my strength.
有场一直判你。
I'm here to help. I stand for the light. Light is my strength. I'm here to help. Our allies' hero has fallen. The light is my strength. Of course. For honor. Of course. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. Of course. For honor. For Lord Orion. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. For honor. Certainly. Our hero has fallen. I stand for the light. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. For my father. Justice. Justice shall be. A sound plan. Foul pain. Feel my wrath. Certainly. Of course. Justice. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. Is there danger? I'm here to help. Of course. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. For Lord Orion. For Lord Orion. A sound plan. Certainly. A sound plan. Certainly. Of course. A sound plan. For honor. Justice shall be done. Is there danger? Justice shall be done. You are past. A sound plan. Certainly. Betrayer of the light. A sound plan. I stand. Is there danger? Certainly. Here to help. Of course. Justice. Certainly. The light is. I'm here to help. Is there danger? The light is my strength. I'm here to help. Of course. Certainly. The light is my strength. I stand for the light. Hero has fallen. Justice shall be done. Of course. I stand for the light. A sound plan. I'm here to help. I stand. Of course. Certainly. Light is my strength. I'm here to help. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. For honor. Certainly. For honor. Our forces are under attack.
他把队友害死了。
For honor, justice shall be done. I stand for where shall my blood be spilled? Justice shall be done. Is there danger? For honor, a sound plan. Of course, certainly. Justice has come. Betrayer of the light. I stand for the light. Foul. A sound plan. Our allies' town is under siege. Is there danger? A sound plan. Justice shall be done. Of course, the light is my strength. For honor. Certainly. Of course, for honor. Of course, for honor. For Lord and honor. Of course. Is there danger? Justice shall be done. I stand for the light. Our allies' town is under siege. Of course, justice shall be done. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. Justice. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. Is there danger? Of course. Certainly. The light. Of course.
就是我放第二招之后，你就把它当做孙权嘛。
Certainly. For honor. Certainly. A sound plan. Justice. Of course. For honor. Certainly. The light is my strength. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. A sound plan. For honor.
会晕啊！
Certainly. For honor. Certainly. For Lord Orion. For honor.
会晕0.2秒。
Certainly. I'm here to help. A sound plan. Of course. I stand for the light. A sound plan. Is there danger? Our allies' town is under siege. A sound plan. Certainly. The light is my strength. Betrayer of the light. Of course. Justice shall be done. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. For honor. Certainly. Of course. Certainly. For honor. For Lord Orion. Certainly. Of course. For my father the king. Certainly. For honor. Of course. I stand. Is there danger? Certainly. For honor. Of course. The light is my strength. I'm here to help. Is there danger? Our allied town is under siege. A sound plan. Light. Certainly. I'm here to help. A sound plan. Is there danger? I'm here to help. Is there danger? Of course. I stand for the light. Justice. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. You are past death. Betrayer of the light. The light is strength. I'm here to help. A sound plan. Is there danger? Of course. Certainly. For honor. A sound plan. For honor. Of course. Our forces are under attack. Plan. Certainly. Justice shall be done. Is there danger? Justice shall be done. Of course. For honor. I'm here to help. I wish
light
only
is my
to
strength.
serve. Is there danger? Where shall my blood be spilled? I'm here to help. Certainly. A sound plan. For honor. Certainly. I stand for the light. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. For Lord Oran. You are best. A sound plan. Our allies' town is under siege. A sound plan. For honor. Feel my wrath. Is there danger? Certainly. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. Certainly. Justice shall be done. You are past redemption. I stand for the light. I'm here to help. Of course. A sound plan. Is there danger? Of course. Feel my wrath. Our allies' town is under siege. Light and strength. Justice. A sound. Certainty. Our allies' town is under siege. A sound plan. Of course. A sound plan. For Lord Oran. For honor. A sound plan. Betrayer of the light. Certainly. Our allies' town is under siege. Our allies' hero has fallen. I'm here to help. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. Certainly. Of course. Is there danger? The light is my strength.
哇，被吸回来了。
Certainly. For honor. Of course. For honor. A sound plan. Of course. For Lord Oran. For honor. You are past